Hello class, today we are going to study working capital management. What is working capital? Working capital is defined as the management of short-term liabilities and short-term assets. The process is used continuously to operate and generate cash flow to meet the need for short-term obligations and daily obligational expenses. From this, we can understand that working capital is a capital which is required by business for carrying out its day-to-day activities. Working capital is also called as revolving or circulating or say short-term capital. All the business requires funds for its establishment of business, which is called as fixed capital. Funds that are required to carry out their day-to-day activities, operations like purchase of raw material, payment of wages are called as working capital. To understand much in deeper, working capital is current assets minus current liabilities. What are current assets and what are current liabilities? Current assets are those assets that can be converted into cash within 1 year, like debtors, stock, prepaid expenses, bills receivable, etc. What are current liabilities? All day-to-day debts incurred by a business in its operations, like creditors, outstanding expenses, bills payable, etc. are current liabilities. So here we understand that current assets are those assets that can be easily converted into cash within 1 year. Current liabilities are those liabilities which are carried out by the business activities on day-to-day basis. Thus, working capital management is all about managing or monitoring the inflow and outflow of cash. Here we can say that the management of short-term liabilities and short-term assets, the process is continuously generated to meet the cash flow, or say that to meet the need for short-term obligations. Further, we have working capital cycle. What is working capital cycle? Here we understand that working capital cycle is all about cash, raw material, work in process, finished stock, debtors. Now let's understand this diagram much in deeper. Cash, or say money, or say funds, is required to start a business or say establish a business. With the help of this cash, we are able to purchase raw material, wages and other overheads. Combination of all these three components or factors makes us understand that the production starts in the factory. This production start in the factory is called as work in process or work in progress. After completion of work in process or progress, the final production is called as finished product, finished goods or finished stock. Now these finished goods are brought in market for selling purpose. Products are sold and goods are sold either on cash or credit basis. If the goods are sold on cash basis, we get the money itself. But if the goods are sold on the credit basis, we grant some period of concession to our debtors. Here we can see that again, after meeting debtors, we again go to cash. It means that after sales we get some amount of our funds in our hands. With the help of this, we again try to purchase our raw material, and with the help of raw material and other components, again the cycle goes again to work in process. Again from work in process, once the goods are completed, once the goods are finished, the finished product is completely brought in the market. Again here we find that it is the sales that takes place, or the role of sale takes place. And again here we find that the sales are of two types. One is credit sale, one is cash sales. Again this with the help of credit sales and cash sales, we again try to go inside the circle again and again. This the circle which is moving here again and again, we can say that this is nothing but this is what is working capital cycle. So I hope it is fully followed by you all students. Thank you.